Before you ask life to see you different, see yourself different. Welcome to Identity Reset, the lesson where the old name tag comes off. Not your birth name, not your sacred name, not the name God wrote into your bones. I'm talking about the labels you kept wearing because life handed them to you and nobody taught you could take that shit off. The I'm always behind label, the I'm too much label, I can't finish, or I'm not ready. The I always mess things up label. And the I gotta struggle first before I deserve good things label. Take that shit off. This is not your identity. That is a costume stitched together by repetition. And today, we undressed the lie because language check taught us what we speak. Behavior check taught us what we prove. Access control taught us who gets entry. Self-check taught us how to own our truth. Energy audit taught us what costs too much. And power recall brought the crown back home. Pattern recognition showed us the loop. And now identity reset says, stop introducing yourself as the person the pattern created. You are not the cycle. You're not the delay, the reaction, the survival response. You're not the old decision. And you are not the chapter that taught you how to flinch. You are the one awake enough to choose again. And that means that identity can shift. Not someday, now. Because forward only requires a new agreement. And you cannot walk into a new life wearing the old definition. You cannot carry a higher assignment while still calling yourself by low-level language. You cannot build legacy with an identity that still believes chaos is home. So check the name you keep answering to. Are you answering to fear or to guilt? To exhaustion? Are you answering to who do you think you are? Or are you answering to the version of you that only knew how to survive? Because survival may have protected you, but it cannot lead the empire. Survival can get you out, but identity decides where you live after. And we are not living in emergency anymore. We are not living in apology anymore. And we are not living in maybe one day anymore. We are not living like peace is something we have to sneak into. No, this is the reset. I am not becoming from damage. I am becoming from decision. I am not building from panic. I am building from presence. I am not moving to prove them wrong. I am moving because my future deserves motion. I am not healing so I can explain the wound better. I am healed enough to stop censoring it. That is identity reset. The moment you stop dragging old definitions into new rooms. The moment you stop saying, this is just how I am. When really, it is just how you adapt it. The moment you stop confusing your coping mechanism with your character is when you reset. Because some of what you call personality is really protection. Some of what you call independence is disappointment with armor on. Some of what you call being hard is softness that never felt safe. Some of what you call procrastination is fear of being seen. Some of what you call laziness is a nervous system that learned reset without guilt. But today, we do not shame the old self. We release the job description. She did what she had to do. She stood guard. She fought. She carried. She adapted. And she held the door shut when chaos tried to enter. Honor her, but update the system. Because the woman building now does not need to move like the woman surviving then. This is a new operating system, new language, new behavior, new access, a new standard and a new rhythm, new authority and a new identity. So when fear asks, who do you think you are? Just answer clean. I am the woman who chooses forward. When doubt asks, what if you fail? Answer firm. Then I learn, adjust, and keep building. When delay says, you are not ready, answer savage. Readiness is not my prison. Movement is my proof, bitch. When the old pattern calls your name, do not answer. This is not your name anymore. Your name is discipline. Your name is alignment, builder, leader, mother with a mission, voice with direction, peace with boundaries, power return. Your name is legacy and emotion. Your name is the woman who stopped asking permission to become what her spirit already recognized. And no, identity reset is not pretending you are perfect. It is choosing who leads. It is deciding the highest version of you gets the wheels. It It is practicing until the new self feels like home, because identity is built by repetition. Every time you keep your word to yourself, reset. Every time you choose discipline over drama, reset. Every time you protect your rising, reset. And every time you refuse the old loop, reset. Every time you speak life instead of rehearsing limitation, bitch, that's a reset. And let's tell it straight. You cannot keep saying you are becoming new while still eating from the same mental table. You cannot keep calling yourself chosen while choosing habits that make you forget your authority. And you cannot keep praying for expansion while identifying with smallness. The identity must match the assignment. The posture must match the promise. The behavior must match the name. So from here forward, I do not introduce myself through what I survived. I introduce myself through what I am building. I am not the wound. I am the wisdom. I am not the storm. I am the structure after it. I am not the delay. Bitch, I'm the decision. And I am not the pattern. I am the reset. And anybody still looking for the old version of me will have to search old pages. Every time you move forward without needing the past to validate your transformation, reset. Because I stepped outside the book. And once the character steps outside the book, it is no longer a part of the story. Now, I am living. I am leading. I am writing from the body of the woman who made it forward. So welcome to Identity Reset, where the old label loses authority, where the mirror meets the new name, where the survivor gets thanked but no longer obeyed, where the future stops waiting for you to recognize yourself. Say it with your chest. I am no longer loyal to the identity that cannot carry my future. I release every name that was born from fear, delay, and self-betrayal. And one more time for the version of you ready to live forward. I do not become new by explaining the old me. I become new by choosing the next me again, and again. Because from here forward, my identity is not up for debate. It is aligned. It is embodied. And it is executed. And it is mine. And I'll see you in lesson 9 where we activate this mission, ho. No mercy. And that's simply law. Divine law. My law, bitch.